Your employer is legally required to put money into your pension every single month, not as a favor, not as a bonus, as a legal obligation. If you've opted out of your workplace pension, or you've never checked whether you're in one, or you're contributing less than you could, you're handing that money back every month without realizing it. In this video, I'm going to explain exactly how workplace pensions work, the 3 mistakes most people in their 20s are making right now, and 3 things you can do this week to make sure you're not leaving part of your salary unclaimed. Let's start with the basics. A workplace pension is a savings pot that you and your employer both pay into during your working life. The money is invested and grows over time. You can access it from age 57, rising to 58 in future years, not before. Since 2012, every UK employer has been legally required to automatically enrol eligible employees into a workplace pension. If you're aged 22 or over, earn above £10,000 a year, and work in the UK, you're eligible. You don't have to do anything to join. You're already in, unless you actively chose to opt out at some point. If you're not sure whether you're enrolled, check your payslip. There should be a pension deduction listed. If there isn't one, and you think you should be eligible, speak to your HR department or payroll team. The minimum contributions in 2026/27 work like this. You contribute at least 5% of your qualifying earnings. Your employer must add at least 3% on top. Total minimum, 8%. The employer's 3% is the number I want you to focus on. That is free money. It's not coming out of your salary. It's additional money your employer is legally required to add on top of what you earn. If you're not in the pension scheme, they don't have to pay it. Which means opting out doesn't just reduce your pension contributions, it eliminates a portion of your total compensation package. Tax relief. This is the part that most people in their 20s have never heard of, and it makes pension contributions even more powerful than they look on paper. When you contribute to a workplace pension, the money typically comes out of your salary before income tax is calculated. So, if you're a basic rate taxpayer, paying 20% income tax, and you contribute £80 to your pension, the government effectively tops it up to £100, because that £80 would have had £20 of tax taken from it if you received it as salary instead. Every £80 you put into your pension becomes £100 in the pot. The government is adding 20% to every single contribution you make. Now the mistakes. And these are specific, fixable, and costing people real money. Mistake 1. Opting out. When auto-enrolment was introduced, employees were given the right to opt out within 1 month of being enrolled. Many people in their 20s did, because the 5% contribution felt like a reduction in take-home pay, and retirement felt abstract and far away. Here's the problem. Opting out doesn't just reduce your pension contributions. It eliminates your employer's 3% on top. On a £30,000 salary that's approximately £720 a year in employer contributions you're refusing. Over a working life, with compound growth, the difference between staying enrolled and opting out is not hundreds of pounds. It's tens of thousands. Opting out isn't saving money. It's refusing a pay rise. Mistake 2. Only contributing the minimum. The legal minimum is 5% from you and 3% from your employer. But many employers offer to match contributions above that minimum. Some will match up to 5%, some up to 8%, some will match pound for pound up to a certain percentage. If your employer matches contributions up to 5% and you're only contributing the legal minimum of 5%, you might be getting exactly 3% from them when you could be getting 5%. Check your company's pension scheme details. The information is almost always available through HR or your employee benefits portal. Mistake 3. Lost pension pots. Every time you change jobs, you leave behind a pension pot with that employer's scheme. Over a working life with multiple employers, it's entirely possible to have several pension pots sitting in different schemes, earning different returns, charging different fees, and have no clear picture of how much you actually have saved for retirement. The average UK worker changes jobs multiple times during their career. Each one potentially leaves a pension behind. Some of those pots may be small, some may be significant. All of them are yours. The government runs a free pension tracing service at the website shown on screen. You enter your previous employer's names and it tells you which pension scheme they used, so you can contact them and find out what's in your pot. It's free. It takes 10 minutes, and the result might genuinely surprise you. 3 things to do, in order of impact. Step 1. Check you're actually enrolled and contributing. Open your most recent payslip and look for a pension deduction. It should show your contribution, and ideally your employer's contribution too. If there's no deduction, and you think you should be enrolled, contact HR today. Step 2. Find out the maximum your employer will match and contribute enough to get all of it. This single action could be worth hundreds or thousands of pounds a year in additional employer contributions. Step 3. Ask about salary sacrifice. Standard pension contributions are taken from your salary after national insurance is calculated. Salary sacrifice means they're taken before, which means you pay less national insurance as well as less income tax. Not every employer offers salary sacrifice. Let's recap. Your employer is legally required to contribute at least 3% of your qualifying earnings to your pension. You contribute at least 5%. The government adds tax relief on top, turning every £80 you contribute into £100 in the pot. The 3 mistakes: opting out and losing the employer contribution, not contributing enough to maximise the employer match, and leaving pension pots behind with old employers. The 3 actions: check you're enrolled, find and maximise your employer's match, and ask about salary sacrifice. And start now. The most valuable pension contribution you will ever make is the first one. Subscribe and drop a comment below. Do you know how much your employer is contributing to your pension right now? Most people don't. Let's find out. See you Thursday.